Hello, ladies and gentlemen. After letting a bit of the hype settle, I think it's finally time to take a little bit more of a in-depth look at what we see in the trailer. So first things first, we should analyze what's the deal with the starters. So first, let's take a look at Litten, my personal favorite and the one I'm more than likely going to choose. Why? Because it's lit! Anyways, so Litten is a fire cat, which I've really been wanting a fire type tiger, because if you didn't know, every other fire type starter is based on the Chinese zodiac. So I'll flash the ones that have been done on screen already, and then Litten should fit in as the tiger, which is the one that I really wanted to happen next. So I'm thinking when it evolves, it's probably going to look a lot more fierce and tiger-like. So I definitely love Litten already, and I'll just flash on screen some information that was on Pokemon.com's official site for Pokemon Sun and Moon stuff, which I'll have a link in the description below. The general gist of what it says here is that Litten keeps a very cool head and shows very little emotion, and also it licks itself and then it spits out flaming hairballs, which I think is both gross and cool. Next up, let's take a look at Rowlet, the grass owl starter Pokemon. Rowlet is a grass and flying type, which makes it the first basic stage dual type grass starter since Bulbasaur, which is pretty cool. Also, it being an owl completes the trio of bird starters, being Piplup and Torchic. So now we have a fire, water, and grass bird starter. So I think that's pretty cool. So let's take a look at what the Pokemon website has to say about Rowlet. Again, just giving you the general idea. You can pause with these to see what everything said if you really want to. But the general idea is that Rowlet can fly silently and attack undetected, and darkness doesn't phase it, being an owl Pokemon makes sense. And it can twist its head around, which is also super cool. Also, Rowlet seems to know a new move called Leafage. Whether or not this is a signature move is currently unknown, but we do know it's a brand new move. And then last but not least is the water starter Popplio, who is based off of a sea lion. Probably my least favorite. Not to say that I don't like him, because in this bonus art, it definitely shows off his personality of being sort of a circusy performer type, which I really like. I think that's a fun personification, and much like every other water starter, he is a semi-aquatic animal. A sea lion is also semi-aquatic. And before anyone says it, no, he's not ripping off Oshawott, because Oshawott is an otter and Popplio is a sea lion. So taking a look at what the official Pokemon website says about it, it says a lot of what I just stated about the bonus image. It loves to be a performer, and its design makes a lot of sense with what this says. It says that it can move better in water than it can on land. It can still move on land, and it moves best on land by performing acrobatic stunts on top of its balloons that it makes out of water, which I think is really cool. And wouldn't it be neat if it could learn acrobatics just as a little reference to this? I think that'd be pretty cool. And just imagine a fat, huge sea lion looking thing doing the acrobatics, going like wah 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 wham, and just like slamming around. I think that'd also be I think that'd be hilarious. So now let's take a look at the box art legendaries. Firstly, the Sun legendary. So this guy looks pretty dope, and he's the main reason I'm going to be choosing Pokemon Sun for sure. And he lines up with the Solgaleo trademark pretty well, because Sol, Sun, Leo, Lion. What is this thing? A Sun Lion! It just matches up perfectly. So I'm not sure what the typings are going to be for these guys. I'm definitely going to think Psychic on both of them, and Fire on Solgaleo here, as I'll be calling him since it probably is. And then the Lunala 2B will probably have a dark or fairy typing to it. And yeah, he just has this really strong presence to him. It's like if Arceus, Entei, and Pyroar had a baby, and this thing was awesome. It just looks like, it looks like power is what I'm trying to say here. It looks like a very powerful legendary Pokemon, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. And then the Moon Legendary. The Moon Legendary also lines up with the trademark really well because Lunala, Luna, like the moon. Ala, which is like Spanish for wing. So moon wing. So it just makes so much sense that this will be Lunala. We also see it has like a sort of signature move looking thing where it like becomes a circle and then it shoots like what looks like a discount Oblivion wing, which this thing's like if Lugia, Noivern, and Yveltal had a baby. That's what this one is. So this thing also looks pretty cool. It has sort of a mystical Dream Eater sort of feel to it. It looks like a very mystical creature, and I think it's pretty dope. And then lastly, we can just talk about a few other things that we saw in the trailer. Like this. Look at this. What does this remind you of? It reminds me of the X and Y beginning screen. Like, this was the first hint toward character customization. The ability to choose, like, a different skin color and different hair and stuff like that. So I think because of this, I think means we're gonna be getting character customization back in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Junichi Masuda heard our cries, and he put character customization back in the game. We also get to see the player's mom, and you know, she looks nice. There's also overwhelming. Maybe that's a sign of Pokemon following us. Maybe. We also get to see this cool dude who introduces us to the island, the Alola region, which, if we didn't already think this is Hawaii, it is definitely for sure. This also shows that we're the new person on the island. You know, we weren't born here, we moved here, almost like any other Pokemon game. And this lines up with the Japanese trailer pretty well. How in the trailer, he's like this Japanese kid moving into Hawaii and trying to adjust. I'll play a clip from that now. So yeah, that combined with the region being named Alola, I think we can pretty conclusively say this region is based on Hawaii for sure. So, and we know the professor's name is Professor Hara, I believe it is, and that makes sense because it's a Hawaiian tree, also the way our cousin here is Kukui, so definitely nice with the tree names, Hawaiian themed, we have Hawaii confirmed. This is great. And then the rival. He looks like he's gonna be another friendly rival. I was kind of hoping for a more angry, challenging rival like the old ones, but you know what? This guy looks like a chill dude. He looks like our cool island. He's like, hey, we're gonna be buddies. We're gonna show you around the island. And then when it comes time to battle, you know, hopefully he'll be like, nah, man, I ain't gonna let you beat me. He's gonna go all out. Hopefully, you know, hopefully he'll have some attitude to him. But yeah, he definitely looks like a really chill dude. So, I think that's just about it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys thought of the trailer, what you think is gonna happen in Sun and Moon. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.